All right, we're in the middle of the forest. This looks like a wonderful spot. There's some nice fresh snowfall on everything. There's a little bit of a flat clearing right here, and there's a little bit of a flat clearing right here, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of turkey signs everywhere. You can also see their velociraptor-like tracks everywhere. I'm in the thick of turkey territory, it looks like. But yeah, it's time to unpack the cart and start building shelter. It is so pretty out today. Hopefully we see some deer. So the plan for the day is we're going to be taking this huge yellow tarp, making ourselves a teepee with it. All right, we got yellow tarp, we got yellow cord. Now we need to go find some sticks. Kind of looks like there's a bunch of fallen sticks here. I think it's a really long one. Maybe something like this. If it's not broken. Look at that. All right, we got one. Now we got to find like 10 more. Maybe 8 more. So I took the 3 biggest, strongest looking sticks, and I'm going to take this paracord, this really strong paracord, and tie them together really nice and tight. And this is going to be like the main anchor point and support for this whole structure. And once I have this nice and tight, I'm going to go ahead and hoist it up and stand it up like a tripod. All right, it's looking really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and tie on just another piece of string just so I can hang it off of it, so that when I stand this up, I can add a couple more beams on it and affix those in place as well. All right, now I'm going to take it, I'm going to tighten it, and I'm going to tie it to this stick right here. We got the main beams up. Now it's time for the interesting part. Somehow getting the yellow tarp on there. Alright, so this is a massive tarp, maybe too big. I don't really know, we'll have to see. And I know that there's grommets every 18 inches, so I'm going to be tying a bunch of this paracord on it and dragging it up on top of the teepee. Yeah, so let's do that. Once you unfold it, you'll never be able to get it as cleanly folded as it ever was. There we go. I decided to do a little slip knot so I don't actually have to tie it to this tarp, because I feel like it would be a pain to kind of cut everything off of here. I just need this rope to be long enough where I can throw it over the very top of the teepee. We got it on there. Let's hoist it up. I'm going to tie it to a stick so I can throw it over. This is going to be the hard part. Oh, there it is. Now that the first segment's up, I'm going to take these grommets right here and tie some rope and attach them to this one beam right here. And this is going to be one part of the opening. So we hoisted up the first part, and then I went ahead and I tied it to pretty much the same spot right here. So that part is now up there. Now I need to go around to all of the other grommets. I might do every other grommet, tie a rope to it, throw it over, pull it up, and soon we'll have this whole structure covered. Alright, it's looking pretty good. The door is really just a flap right now, so I'm going to take another long stick and tie it to those rivets on the end right here. So there's some weight, so I can kind of open and close the door, and the sticks will keep it nice and closed during the night. There's only one thing left I want to do for now, and that is I want to go around and collect some more fallen sticks and take them and place them along the bottom of the whole structure, just to kind of weigh it down to keep anything from crawling in or keep a little bit of heat in during the night. So let's go ahead and do that. we got our teepee up, and I'm really happy with it. Let's do a little walk around. You can see it's all held together really nice and tight by all that paracord on the top there. We got the door right here with the weighted stick on it to keep it closed. I'm happy with that. You got the tarp going all the way around. It was the perfect size. We got a bunch of sticks around to kind of seal off the bottom. You can see it's a little bit scrunched up around the top because it's 30 feet on both sides, so it pretty much has to take all the extra from the bottom and scrunch it up on the top, and I think it turned out fine. We got some more sticks right along here. I got the rest of my gear I need to bring in a minute, and let's go ahead and check out the inside. All right, and we're in. And it's very spacious. This is the first shelter where I can stand up fully and not have to worry about it. I got most of my gear right here. In a couple minutes, I need to start setting up camp. Got the tarp on the floor just to keep a little bit of water off of my stuff. And this thing is awesome. I'm really happy with it. Didn't take too long to make, maybe 2 to 3 hours around that time. But I'm super happy with it. I think I brought way more of these propane tanks than necessary. It's just I guess last time I was out here it was like 0 degrees, and now it's like 32, so it's like 30 degrees warmer, and I still had that cold in my mind, so I brought so much propane in my little heater. Alrighty. Alright, let's start setting up camp. I got myself this cot that I want to try out. It is massive and it took up like half of the sled, so I'm hoping it fits in here, and I'm hoping it's worth it. Alright, it fits. Perfect. Definitely worth taking up half the sled. I also brought this foam mat just in case this didn't work, but I have it, so I might as well put it on here too. This sleeping bag did me so well last time in the 0 degrees, so I'm not even worried about tonight. And with the heater, I'm probably going to be hot in here. Before we go ahead and get too comfy, let's go ahead and go on a little walk. Look at all these turkey tracks everywhere. Nearly everywhere. I'll probably hear them in the morning. I might even see them again. It's easier to find your camera when you can follow your footsteps. There's definitely been a couple times where I set my camera up for like a shot and then I just lose it in the forest and I have to go find it for like 10 minutes. Always a little bit nerve-wracking. But in the winter time, you don't have to worry so much. You can follow your feet. It's been a little while since I've been out here this far. Let's go ahead and check on the bushcraft shelter. Would you look at that? It's still here. Anything living inside of it? Hello. Hello. Any skunks in here ready to jump out? Yeah, this is a cool shelter and it's holding up really nice. I'm so really proud of this one. Well, in a second, I think it's time to head on back and make some nice dinner. Alrighty. I think you should be able to see. Oh, yeah. You can kind of see. Well, I can see with my eyes. Maybe on camera you can see a little bit of the yellow poking through there. Alright. Let's get comfy. We got the food corner over here, plus some other random things. Got my pot and pan, my little lantern, the bed sleeping situation over here. Here we got the little buddy heater. Also got the stove, which I'm going to be using for dinner. Some water, some drinks, and I got some hot tea, which I'm probably going to have in a minute. Got some camera gear back here. And I think it's time to turn on the little buddy heater. Let's get some heat in here. It's not too cold, but I mean, I brought 6 of these tanks, probably way more than I ever needed. So I might as well turn it on and just enjoy some heat from it. Alright, now that we got the little buddy on, I'm going to go ahead and close the door, lock in some heat. We're going to cook some dinner. And I also have a gas detector. So it's going to monitor carbon monoxide and all sorts of stuff. And it's funny, you can tell that it's cold out when like the LCD moves slow. Alright, well this is going to keep me safe throughout the night. So let's go ahead and close this door. Beautiful. In no way is this thing airtight. We got air a little bit coming in there. We got some vents coming in all around there. And this thing is sweet. Let's make some dinner. It's kind of funny, everything's got like a yellow hue going on because the light's coming through the shelter. Maybe at night if I have like all my lanterns on, this thing is going to be just like a glowing yellow cone in the forest, which will look pretty sweet, so I'm excited to try that. And tonight for dinner, I got myself a bag of this tortellini, and then I also got myself some classic pesto. Glug, 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 glug. I might also throw in a can of salmon. Oh yeah. It's comfy in here. And it's nice. I got my heater going, got some water boiling, gonna have some pasta, got some nice hot tea in my beautiful yellow teepee structure. What a wonderful day. The pasta looks extra yellow from the tarp. Alright, it's looking good. Salmon. Looks pretty good. This is gonna be delicious. Can't go wrong with pesto and tortellini. Overall, I'm really happy with the way how this shelter came out. I think it turned out really nice for first time ever doing something like this. The sun, the light coming through it just feels really nice in here. It's better than if it was just like a blue tarp or like a black tarp or like a brown tarp. It'd be really dark in here, and it feels nice in here. Like I'll probably wake up with the sun tomorrow. It's a beautiful day. It's just around 32 degrees right now. It's cold, but nothing like it was the last time I was out here. Yeah, the shelter just came up really nice. Took maybe 2 to 3 hours to make it. The hardest part was taking the string, tying it to a stick, and throwing it over the top and actually landing it in between some of those sticks up there, because I missed probably like 30 times, so that was the most challenging part. It's just cozy in here. It's comfy in here. I got a nice cot. This is going to be the fanciest sleeping situation I've ever had on one of these adventures, and I'm just excited for it. Yep, just enjoying my pesto and salmon and tortellini dinner, and it's amazing. Staying warm by the little buddy heater, and I'm just going to enjoy my dinner. Can't forget my tea. Dinner was delicious. Now it's time to relax a little bit. I remembered I brought another sensor, and I just turned up my heater to high, and it says, if you can see it, it says it's 46 degrees in here, which is fantastic. And I did bring some security cameras, or I guess a security camera, and hopefully it works. I tested it, but I don't know if there's a problem with it, because last time I used them, they didn't like the cold and they didn't work. It's got a little portable battery pack, and I'm going to put out some old bananas I have. I brought some old bananas, and we're going to see what animals we catch eating this stuff at night. Got the camera set up. We're going to tape it to a tree by the bigger pond. Let's go. Alright, we're coming up on the big pond. It looks pretty frozen. Alright, we got the camera taped to the tree. It's pointing right down here. Alright, let's head on back to the teepee. Alright, Mr. Camera, catch something cool. See you later, nanners. It's definitely starting to feel cold. You can see the yellow teepee. Let's go back inside. Let's turn back on our heater, get nice and comfy, and just enjoy the night. Let's go ahead and close the door. Alright, heater, activate. It's definitely starting to cool down a little bit. To stay warm, I got my little buddy heater. I got some hand warmers. I'm also trying this new electronic Zippo hand warmer. It's like a battery pack that has some heating element in it, and we'll see how this does. Feels good to just relax. Feels good to relax. This thing's pretty cool. What a wonderful night. Starting to get dark a bit. Time for some light. It's officially nighttime. I'm gonna turn off my little heater and let's go on a little night walk. Let's see. Looks so cool. The only fresh footprints I see are my own. I wonder if anything took the bananas. I'm sure there's some turkeys in trees right now. Well, let's go ahead and head on back to the shelter. See the shelter glowing way in the distance. Look at that thing. I'll turn off my lights. How cool is that? Wouldn't it be crazy if there's just like a big raccoon just hanging out. Close it up for the night. Well, this is my home for the night. And this is a cool shelter. Very fun, very simple, and cozy. I imagine if it was windy, it'd be very loud though.
Hello. Baba Baba. Rough, rough.
My name's Peter. This is so silly. Yes, very silly. Alright. It's finally time to get out of my suit. It almost feels like a second skin. I wanted to check this right before bed. It says it's 59 degrees in here, which is pretty crazy. Alright, well, it's the end of the night. I'm just hanging out in my sleeping bag in my yellow Tipi shelter, which I think turned out fantastic. And it looks really cool at night. It's like a glowing lantern in the middle of the forest. I'm sure some of the animals are doing a double take at night when they see this. But yeah, it's just been a wonderful night. I'm excited to get some good sleep. And in the morning, we're going to wake up, hang out, and have ourselves a delicious pancake breakfast. Get some good sleep, and I'll see you all in the morning. Night night, little buddy. It's always so hard to get out of the sleeping bag. Ooh. It was very warm in the sleeping bag all night long. And I did realize something. The cot is slanted this way. I'm on a little hill, I guess. Because every time I'd wake up, I'd be further down. And I kept sliding. So I guess always make sure it's level. Alright, it's either too hot or it's cold outside. And I don't know until I try to make a pancake. I think it was too hot. Just a little bit crispy. Oh yeah, now that is a pancake. Delicious. Alrighty. Eating delicious pile of pancakes in a yellow teepee. Very good. I wonder if anything took those bananas out there. I'm curious. I've never really left stuff out in the winter time. We'll see. I slept all right last night. I definitely kept sliding this way because I'm on a slight slant that I never realized till I was trying to sleep. Other than that, it did get a little bit windy last night, but this thing was fine. It was just a little noisy. But the thing is like really strong, nice and secure. Didn't have to worry about anything like that. The door never came open. But I did hear turkeys in the morning, like a whole squad of them walking around. I don't know how close they got. But this shelter did an amazing job, and surprisingly it kept in a good amount of heat. I think when I checked the thermostat last night before I went to bed, it was it like 47 or 57 or something pretty significant. Well, it's been a wonderful journey and experience making this shelter and spending the night in it on this nice, calm, chilly day and night. And in a little bit after I eat breakfast, I'm just going to relax a little bit, walk around, and then we're going to go check the cameras. Then it's going to be time to clean up Tipi and head on home. Yum. It's a very beautiful morning. The ground's out crispy today. Some little paw prints. Something came on this way. Maybe came to visit us last night. I found the turkey squad. Oh, there it is. Did something eat the bananas? It looks like the answer is no. Nothing came to eat the bananas. I kind of wonder if it was too cold for things to come eat stuff. Alright, well, let's see what the footage has to show anyway. The first thing we caught on camera was a skunk. He ran on by in the bottom right corner, didn't even notice the bananas, and was gone into the night. A few hours later, a little tiny bunny jumped into frame. Again, didn't even notice the bananas and just jumped off into the darkness. Then in the early hours of the morning, a little tiny squirrel decided to join the party. He jumped onto this log right here and just started staring at the camera for quite a while, not sure what to make of this thing taped to a tree. But after a good long time thinking, it decided it was worth it to check out what was going on over here. It was the first animal that found the pile of bananas, and once he had his face in it, he sat there for a little bit, grabbed a piece in his mouth, and just made off with it to take it on home. And that was all that we caught on the camera. And back we go. Alright, let's take this on back. Perfect. It's been real, Mr. Yellow Teepee, but it's time to head on back home.